I'd like to talk to you about the Tonareli violin case. But first, I'd like to introduce you to Giuseppe. This is my violin, made by Giuseppe Nupieri in Italy. It is handmade, solid piece back, bird's eye maple. An instrument like this is not a typical student instrument. This is a professional grade instrument, handmade and somewhat rare. These can be purchased at high-end violin retailers, starting at about $30,000. This violin is going to be placed into the Tonareli fiberglass case, as I have confidence that this case is going to be able to protect my instrument. And I really like this Velcro strap. It's not thin like some of the other ones, putting unnecessary pressure on the strings. It's very solid, locked in, and the Velcro doesn't feel weak. This pouch here holds the rosin separate from the violin so that breakage and melting of the rosin doesn't get all over the instrument. And there's plenty of room here for your other items as well as your shoulder rest. Mine has folding feet, but one without folding feet would fit just fine. There is more than enough room. This is a Tonareli bow. It was made over 100 years ago in France. I'm trying to show you here the name that's stamped into it, but it's very difficult to see on this video. This is a stick that is very fragile. It's been reworked recently and is something that retails starting at high-end violin shops around $9,000, if you can even find one. It has a mesh cover that covers the violin, and it has several latches, 1, 2, 3, 4 latches, that are actually quite easy to use. I haven't ever pinched my fingers in them, which I really like as a musician, to not injure myself as I pull the violin out. And the case is very sturdy, and as I push on the case and any surface, I find that it's extremely tough. I don't feel any give in the case, and it has strength in all the places that it needs. I even feel confident pounding on it with quite some pressure, because I know that the bow is suspended at the right angle and that the violin is also suspended. There is plenty of strength in the build of this case, and to prove how confident I am about the strength of this case, I'm going to do something a bit crazy. I'm going to put my violin case over here on the floor. Please excuse the presentation here. I work from home. This is my studio and office. I, right now, weigh approximately 118 pounds, and I'm going to stand on the top of this violin case. Even standing on it, I don't feel the kind of give that you would expect a case built like this, especially one that's around 5 pounds, which is the weight of this violin case to be. The most impressive thing to me so far about this case is that even when it receives pressure, the locks do not buckle, the sides do not buckle. It's a tight fit, and you can see the violin is just fine, as is the bow. The sideways mount is actually quite helpful, and I do actually like the Velcro better than the twist locks that are common in these cases, because twist locks catch the bow hairs and rip them out, whereas you do not have that problem with the Velcro. The bow hairs are kept safe, and they also don't brush on things coming in and out. A mesh cover instead of a silk bag to keep mildew from building up between the layers and allow the instrument to breathe and keep it safe.